In this discussion, I tried to explain and then clarify the concepts of the interpretation and the mediation, as well as the interpreter and the cultural linguistic mediator, trying to understand if these two figures can be identified in the same person, if they have the same role or they are different figures and why. It is essential to compare the cultural linguistic mediator and the interpreter when dealing with interlinguistic communication, especially in the legal field, while at the same time examining the indissolubility of the concept of cultural language. A person who has a linguistic instrument must also be able to contextualize it and therefore consider the culture where this instrument is used. This is because language and culture have always influenced each other. We have provided an overview at historical level to understand the origins of these figures and their evolution over the years, paying attention to the training undertaken by interpreters and mediators. The mediator is a quite recent figure compared to the interpreter, whose beginnings date back to the Paris Peace Conference in 1919. We have also considered the role that these figures play in the legal sector and in the police force. It is quite clear that in Italy there are no rules that specifically regulate this position, and in any case, those present are in contradiction, despite the fact that in Italy mentions the figure of the interpreter in the Constitution. It is clear that it is necessary to ensure a fair trial for every citizen involved in legal matters in a state whose language they do not know. That is why we have seen two distinct figures as the mediator and the interpreter, although the figure of the interpreter in this area is more legally recognized. This does not mean that the mediator is less important. The figure of the mediator has the function of establishing relations between foreigners and institutions in order to collaborate. Specifically, the victim, with the help of the mediator, can become an important means in the reconstruction of the complex criminal network. It is precisely this establishment of a relationship of trust that separates him from the interpreter. The latter, in fact, in a trial phase must be totally invisible, because his role is mainly linguistic. This does not mean that his role is less important. On the contrary, this type of attitude is fundamental in the context of trial debates and some interrogation, in which it is necessary to maintain a distance with the assisted person, remaining impartial and professional for an absolutely fair and unaltered trial. Italy lacks a regulatory framework to define these professional figures, as they are strongly undervalued professions. In addition to the absence of specific rules, there is a lack of specific training to practice this profession in this sensitive area. There is no official register that recognizes the professional interpreters, and therefore there are very poor quality and professional figures to the disadvantage of those who are assisted. We have also addressed the phenomenon of immigration, which has seen a progressive increase in recent decades. According to the statistical dossier on immigration drawn up every year by Caritas Italiana and the Migrantes Foundation, Italy, with over 5 million legally resident foreign citizens, ranks third in the European Union. And it is precisely from this that derives the need to facilitate communication, providing what is the basic right to defend the accused. We have observed growing trends in terms of relationship between immigration and crime, but which sometimes, unfortunately, find discriminatory processes involving immigrants caused mainly by a lack of knowledge of the Italian language. In the light of all this, it is clear that there are two fundamental answers to these problems: more rules and more training. Precisely for this reason, it is important to highlight the figure of the legal interpreter in Italy, a professional who is all too often not considered to have the same potential, an indispensable tool to ensure the necessary linguistic protection for the foreigner and to make the correct and fair course of justice possible. Only by providing a clear and detailed regulation of the two figures and adequate training in such a delicate field can this professional enjoy the right recognition.